Hi everyone who's joining us on YouTube. We're going to be painting an ostrich on hot press paper. So this is a photo that I pulled off the internet and I ran it off on my computer. So a 8.5 by 11 sheet of computer paper. And what I did was I took a piece of water-soluble graphite paper and I taped it down and I traced it. And that's what I ended up with. That's my big head. Because I want like these feathers to go off the page, maybe the eyelashes and down the neck. So I want my painting to go off the page in at least 3 spots. This one and 2 others. Since I'm painting this in the style of a vignette. I'm going to scooch this over and so I have my picture where you can see it. The first step that I'm going to do in the painting part of it is I'm going to take some sepia and I'm going to paint in the eyes and the nostrils and the big mouth. I'm just using my number 10, which has a really nice point. I'm going to use sepia. So I'm kind of lazy today, quite honestly. This is hot press paper. It's very smooth and I'm going to paint I'm going to paint it on dry paper. And the paint's kind of dry, so they call this dry on dry. And I want to make him kind of silly looking. Fill this in. Whoops. Any little mistakes I make, I'm just not going to worry about because I think it's going to be cute when it's done. I'm going to put a little bit of French ultramarine blue in the bottom of this to darken it and give it a little something else more fun to look at. And maybe a little burnt sienna at the top. So instead of just pure sepia, I put in a couple other colors. So that's that big mouthy thing. Now I'm going to do the nostrils. And one of the parts about a vignette that's very, I think, makes a really good vignette is negative painting. So right now what I'm going to do is very carefully like leave some hairs in this nostril. Same thing over here. And the eyeballs. I'm painting this all on dry paper. I'm going to leave a glint in this eyeball, so I purposely left a little white spot there. This one too, I'm going to try. This one's eyelashes are really very eyelashy. So I've got some glints and eyelashes sticking out there. Too bad that's square. I'm going to put some burnt sienna into those eyeballs. Oh. There, he's already got a personality just from those few marks. Okay. Righty, here we go. I'm gonna just start with some water and paint water over my sketch. Start with his head and his eyelashes and see how this goes. Okay, I'm gonna put some French ultramarine blue. I want it to be kind of soft and drippy and flowy, so that French is supposed to sort of be his gray feathers. And there's a lot of kind of brownish, not brownish, but reddish brown kind of in here. Well, it's gathering. Oh, thank you. Got it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take a credit card, cut a credit card, and I'm going to try to get these colors to scratch out. Can you see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm. Cute.
So his head's pretty wet and pretty much color, and I'm taking my credit card and I'm just scratching.
Mm-hmm.
What's the brown color?
The brown is burnt sienna.
Thank you.
Pretty well. I wish I could get these to kind of go out the page, high enough to go out the page. Yeah. Ah, that was fun.
Uh-oh, low battery.
Now I've got some sepia in my brush. So here's my sepia in my brush, and I'm gonna just put in a little bit around more darks around this eye. And then take my credit card and get those eyelashes to really scrape out far. He's a glamour. I don't know if this is a lady or a guy, but he's very, very glamorous now with those long eyelashes. He's got his fakes on. Oh, that's so cute. So it's still, this is wet, and so it's blending in. That's some eyebrows, eyelashes.
Adorable.
It's cute.
That's cute.
And now I'm going to do this on the other side.
Mm.
That's some ostrich personality. Okay. I'm just dotting some of that sepia up the middle of his forehead. It's making sort of nice dots, partly because of the paint.
I've got to go, Mary Kay.
Now I'm gonna do his cheeks and his neck the same way that I did his head. So I'm just gonna get this wet. His cheeks go up to his eyes here. There. Around his mouth. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with the French ultramarine blue and just put it soft into the water. Oh, this is, Penny, it's now it's wet and wet.
Yeah, I got that now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's only paper, right?
Yeah, I have more paper too. Whoops. As long as I have this blue, I just went in around up in here too. I just did his beak. I wet his beak. Okay, now I'm going to do some burnt sienna and put it down the center from his mouth down the center of his neck. I have my hot press paper on a board tilted so that all this paint's sort of running down. And I have a paper towel to catch the drips. There's a little bit of dark fur, dark feathers right under his mouth. And down here some more. So I'm just putting some dots of sepia down the center of this neck. just the tip of my brush and it's making little speckles kind of. And now I'm going to take my card. Hopefully it's wet still. And get all this fur to, it's too dry. I'm going to help it out. Put some more French ultramarine blue in here. So it will be nice and wet when I go like this. There they are. He's furry now. He's got blue fur. I'm going to put some burnt sienna in that blue so that the fur comes out kind of a little redder. Try this. Oh, that's cute too. Yes, furry. So furry. They're kind of curly, these little guys. There's one side. Now try the other side now. One thing I'm noticing is that the French Ultra granulates on hot press very similarly to the way that it granulates on cold press. So there's all his fuzz.
I did the other ostrich. I didn't do that one that you chose.
Yeah, it's so cute in pink. I love the drips. I love how you use the hot press. His eyes have their glint and the colors are beautiful.
That was
So the last step is to put a little color around the mouth, the nostrils, and the eyes since they're not so white. I'm going to use a little bit of burnt sienna around the mouth. I got a blob of it just now. So this again, now this is on dry paper. A little bit of lifting. I'm going to make this a little model now that it's got some water. So model it out a little bit. I do feel like the mouth can be a little darker. So I'm going to go ahead and add another layer. I didn't quite get this dark enough the first time, and I wondered how it was going to look when the rest of him was painted. So I'll just put another layer on the mouth. Make it look more cavernous. Phyllis Diller. And I'm going to take some French ultramarine blue and go around his beak more here and the nostrils. Put a little bit more. I don't want any white paper showing on this part. Very pale. Around his nostrils is kind of white. I'll just lift it up. Here. Put in just some other colors. So it's a little bit mottled and kind of fun to look at. And then around his eyes, I see a lot of burnt sienna. Kind of like around his mouth. I'm making his eyeballs just a little bigger and a little darker. And a little shadowing underneath the eyeballs. And scraping. I'm doing a little splattering with sepia. I'm just gonna stop now. He's really cute. He's got such a big mouth. Oh, it looks like a boy, and he's just.
I didn't trace him. I just drew him, so he is what he is.
He did a good job. He's funny.
Thanks.
He's really cute. That's really cute.
Yeah.
His mouth is much smaller, and he's got stickery feathers. He's adorable. It's cute. Oh, look how cute he is. Look at those eyelashes. He's so funny. It's so good. Such a good painting. It just makes me laugh. Really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cute, Nina.
This was a fun one, wasn't it?
Very
You,
happy.
you and this ostrich have, you could be twins. You're both
Thank you.
adorable. Just adorable.
Cute.
It's really cute with the colors. Look at those eyelashes. The colors. See, it kind of looks like you with the colors. Getting some self-portraits going.
Yeah. Cute.
Really nice. Thank you everyone for joining us on YouTube. It was just a lot of fun to do these little ostriches on hot press paper.